Yeah, now let's continue with the 2013 GCE questions. The next one is number 27. There's a diagram for that question, and this is the diagram. Let's go straight to it. It says a uniform beam AB of mass 1.5 kilograms is hinged at A. It is held in a horizontal position by means of a force T applied at B as shown in the diagram. If the force makes an angle of 40 degrees with the beam, calculate the value of T. Take G equals 10 meters per second squared. First of all, let me represent the weight and the force T using a triangle. Let's say, let this be the weight of the, yeah, let that be the weight of the beam. Weight W is going to be equal to 15 newtons since mass is 1.5 kilograms, and let this be the force T. This is the force T, and this is the horizontal. That's a right angle triangle. So this is the inclination, and it is what's that? That's 40 degrees. Now, what do we need? We want to find T. I can simply say sine 40 degrees is equal to W over T, that's 15 over T. And that simply means T, when you make T the subject, is going to be 15 divided by sine 40 degrees. Do I have my calculator on already? Yes. 15 divided by sine 40 degrees. That's 23.34. That's 23.34 newtons. 23.34 newtons. And what's the correct option? Yeah, the option that matches that is A, 23.3 newtons. We go straight to the next, which is number 28. This one says simplify the product 2 plus 3 root 5 squared minus 2 minus 3 root 5 squared. This is a difference of two squares, so the answer is just going to be this plus this multiplied by this minus this. So that simply means that's equal to 2 plus 3 root 5 plus 2 minus 3 root 5 times, I'm going to multiply that by this one, times 2 plus 3 root 5 minus, you have to put this in brackets, 2 minus 3 root 5. What I'm simply doing is A plus B times A minus B. If this is A and this is B, the whole of this is a difference of two squares. So the result will be A plus B, which is this plus this, times A minus B. This is A minus, and this is B. So that's what we're doing. We just simplify and then we have the answer. So let's go. 3 root 5 minus 3 root 5 is 0, and 2 plus 2 is 4. So that's equal to 4 times, let me open this bracket. If I do that, I'm going to have 2 plus 3 root 5 minus 2 plus 3 root 5. And that's equal to 4 into bracket. 2 minus 2 is 0. 3 root 5 plus 3 root 5 is 6 root 5. And the answer is simply 24 root 5. And the correct option is B. Now to the next one is, okay, the table shows a distribution of marks obtained by some candidates in an examination. Use the table to answer questions 29 and 30. Okay, question 29 says, what is the class mark for the median class? 29. The median class is the class that contains the middle scores. The total frequency, if we add all the frequencies, 5 plus 6 plus 5 plus 15 plus 4 plus 8 plus 7 is going to be 50. So that means the median scores are, we can get the median score by adding the 25th score and the 26th score and then dividing that sum by 2. So let's see the class mark in which the 25th score and the 26th score fall. The 25th score and the 26th score is going to be in the, okay, 10 to 19 is 5, 20 to 29 is 6, that's 11, 30 to 39 is 5, that's 16, 40 to 49 is 15, that's 41. So the 25th score and the 26th score is going to fall in the in the class 40 to 49, and that simply means the median class is 40 to 49. So the class mark of that class, which is the median class, is going to be 40 plus 49 over 2, and that's 89 over 2, which is simply 44.5. So the class mark of the median class is 44.5, and the correct option is B. Now to the next, which is number 30. Number 30 says, if the pass mark is 50%, what is the probability that a candidate chosen at random, what's the probability that a candidate chosen at random passed? Okay, we can see the marks 10 to 19. Let me even put the table here. 20 to 29, 30 to 39, 40 to 49, 50 to 59, 60 to 69, and 70 to 79. That's the those are the marks, and the frequencies are 5, 6, 5, 15, 4, 8, 7. So if 50 is the pass mark, that means the number of students who passed are those who got 50 and above. The students who passed will be those who got 50 and above. That's going to be 4, who are the students who got 50 to 59, plus 8, those who got 60 to 69, plus 7, those who got 70 to 79. So probability that a student chosen at random pass is going to be 4 plus 8 plus 7 divided by the total number of students, which is 50. And that's simply, let's check that. 4 plus 8 is 12, plus 7 is 19. That's 19 divided by 50, which is equal to 0.38. So the probability that a student chosen at random got a pass, if 50 is the pass mark, is 0.38, and the correct option is D. We go straight to the next, which is 31. 31, what does that say? 31, given that you have a matrix P with elements 1, 2, 1, 3, and the matrix Q with elements minus 1, 2, 5, minus 2. Now find the value of PQ. That means they want us to find the product of the matrix PQ. So PQ is going to be the matrix P with elements 1, 2, 1, 3 multiplied by the matrix Q, which has these elements 1, 2, 5, minus 1, 2, 5, minus 2. Now this is how we go. We multiply these two rows by the first column in the second matrix, and that's going to be 1 times minus 1, that's minus 1, plus 2 times 5, that's 10. And to the next one, we're multiplying this row now by this column. So that will be 1 times minus 1, that's minus 1, plus 3 times 5, that's 15. Now we go again, we multiply the two rows in the first matrix by the second column of the second matrix. The second column of the second matrix. So that simply means 1 times 2, that's 2, plus 2 times minus 2, which is minus 4, that's the same as 2 minus 4. And we go to the next row. Okay, let me make that clear. And then we do, let me make this here clearer. Now we're going to do 1 times 2, that's 2, plus 3 times minus 2, which is minus 6. So I can just write 2 minus 6. So what do we have next? We now have, then we have a matrix which has elements minus 1 plus 10 is 9, 2 minus 4 is minus 2, minus 1 plus 15 is 14, 2 minus 6 is minus 4. So, and that's the answer. The matrix PQ has elements 9 minus 2, 14 minus 4, and the correct option is D. We go straight to the next, which is number 32. In how many ways can 9 people be seated in a taxi cab, in 2 taxi cabs rather, if one taxi cab, okay, if one of the cabs can take 5 and the other can take 4. That's simply the number of ways of selecting 5 out of 9 things, or number of ways of selecting 4 out of 9 things, which is simply 9C5 plus 9C4, and that's equal to, let's do that on a calculator, 9C5 plus 9C4, and the answer is 252. So the number of ways is 252. Straight we go to the next, which is number 33. And what does that say? The functions, okay, we have functions f, g, and h. F of x is 4x plus 3, and g of x is x squared plus 1. Wow. Okay, that's f of x, and this is g of x. Now the question says find h. Okay, if h is equal to g of f of x, find h prime of x, the derivative of h. All right, first of all, let's find h of x to be able to find the derivative of h of x. This is actually h of x equals g of f of x. H of x equals g of f of x. So that simply means wherever we see x in g of x, we'll put f of x, and g of x is x squared plus 1. So that means 4x plus 3. We'll write f of x wherever we see x in g of x. So that would be 4x plus 3 all squared plus 1. That's g of f of x. And that's equal to, that's going to be 16x squared plus 24x plus 9 plus 1. If you expand this is what you have. And that simply means 16x squared plus 24x plus 10. That's h of x. So let me write that. H of x is equal to 16x squared plus 24x plus 10. And that therefore means h prime of x, which is the derivative of h of x, is going to be 32x plus 24. You can factorize if you like. That means 8 into bracket 4x plus 3. That's h prime of x, and the correct option is D. The correct option is C rather. The correct option is C. 8 into bracket 4x plus 3. And then we go straight to the next, which is number 34. Number 34 says, given that alpha and beta are the roots of the equation, 3x squared minus 7x plus 4 equals 0. Find the quadratic equation whose roots are 1 over alpha and 1 over beta. Okay, first of all, let's find the sum of the new roots. 1 over alpha plus 1 over beta is going to be equal to LCM is alpha beta, and that's going to be beta plus alpha. Beta plus alpha is same as alpha plus beta, and that's alpha plus beta is minus b over a. That's minus into brackets minus 7 over 3. B is minus 7, a is 3, and c is 4. So minus b over a is going to be minus into bracket minus 7 over 3 divided by alpha beta, which is c over a, divided by 4 over 3. And this is simply the same as plus 7 over 3 divided by 4 over 3 means times 3 over 4. Let me write that well. And that's the same as 7 over 4. So the sum of the new roots is 7 over 4. Now let's find the product of the new roots. 1 over alpha times 1 over beta is 1 over alpha beta. That's the product of the new roots, and that's the same as 1 divided by alpha beta is c over a, which is 4 over 3. So that simply means 1 divided by 4 over 3, which is 3 over 4. Therefore, the equation whose roots are 1 over alpha and 1 over beta will be x squared minus sum of roots, sum of the new roots, which is 7 over 4. No, is that the sum of the new roots? No, sum of the new roots is, yeah, that's correct. Sum of the new roots is 7 over 4. So x squared minus 7 over 4 times x plus product of new roots, which is 3 over 4, plus 3 over 4 equals 0. And that's the same as x squared minus 7 over 4x plus 3 over 4 equals 0. If I multiply through by 4 to clear the fractions, I'm going to have 4x squared minus 7x plus 3 equals 0. And what's the correct option? 4x squared minus 7x plus 3 equals 0. And the correct option is C, number 35. We go straight to the next, which is number 35. If x is equal to 3 minus root 7, evaluate x minus 1 over x. That's going to be equal to 3 minus root 7 minus 1 all over 3 minus root 7. And that simply means, let me write this as 3 minus root 7 over 1. The LCM is 3 minus root 7. Now, 3 minus root 7 divided by 1 is 3 minus 7 times 3 minus root 7. That will be the square of 3 minus root 7 minus 3 minus root 7 divided by 3 minus root 7 is 1 times 1. That's 1. Now, what do we have? The square of 3 minus root 7 is the same as 9 minus 6 root 7 plus root 49. And then minus 1 all over 3 minus root 7, and that's the same as 9 minus 6 root 7, root 49 is 7 plus 7 minus 1 all over 3 minus root 7. And that's the same as saying, okay, 9 plus 7 is 16 minus 1 is 15. That's 15 minus 6 root 7 over 3 minus root 7. Now we can rationalize the denominator, and that gives us 15 minus 6 root 7 over 3 minus root 7 times 3 plus root 7 all over 3 plus root 7. You should multiply numerator and denominator by the conjugate of this denominator, and that's 3 plus root 7. So what do we have? That will be 45 plus 15 root 7 minus 18 root 7 minus 6 root 49. I try to make sure that that space contained it. And the denominator will be 9 plus 3 root 7 minus 3 root 7 minus root 49. And that's the same as 45. 15 root 7 minus 18 root 7 is minus 3 root 7 minus 6 root 49 is the same as 6 times 7, because root 49 is 7. So 6 times 7 is 42. That means minus 42 all over 3 root 7 minus 3 root 7 is 0. And we have 9 minus root 49 is 7. That's 9 minus 7. And that's 45 minus 42 is 3. 3 minus 3 root 7 all over 2. And the correct option is A, 3 minus 3 root 7 over 2. And now we go straight to the next, which is number 36. What does that say? If the length of the radius of the circle x squared plus y squared minus 4x plus 6y plus p equals 0. Can't I write it on a single line? Let me do that. Let me make sure that that line contains it. Number 36. If the length of the radius of the circle is x squared plus y squared minus 4x plus 6y, this is 6y, plus p equals 0. The length of the radius of the circle is 3. Find the value of p. Okay, let's try to write this, the equation of the circle, in the standard form, in the general form of the equation of a circle. That means x squared minus 4x plus y squared plus 6y plus p equals 0. And now if I complete the square for x squared minus 4x, I'm going to have x minus 2 all squared minus the square of minus 2, which is 4, plus do the same for y squared plus 6y. That will be y plus 3 all squared minus the square of plus 3, that's 9, and then plus p equals 0. So I'm going to have x minus 2 all squared plus y plus 3 all squared equals, now I'm moving, okay, minus 4 minus 9 is minus 13. When I take that to the right hand side, it's going to be plus 13. And when I take plus p to the right hand side, it becomes minus p. I take that again. minus 4 minus 9 is minus 13. When I take it to the right hand side, it becomes plus 13. When I take plus p to the right hand side, it becomes minus p. So the new equation is x, let me write it this way, I think it's going to look clearer here. X minus 2 all squared plus y plus 3 all squared equals 13 minus p. Now, if you relate this to the general form of the equation of a circle, which is x minus a all squared plus y minus b all squared equals r squared, where AB represents the center of a circle and r is the radius. That simply means the radius of a circle r is 13 minus p. No, that simply means, I shouldn't mix that. That simply means r squared is the same as 13 minus p. And we already know r is 3. That means 3 squared is 13 minus p, which means p equals 13 minus 3 squared. And that's the same as p equals 13 minus 9, which means p equals 4. Let me write my 3 well. And the correct option is A. The correct option is A. Alright, I think I want to take a breather to come back for the remaining 3 questions. I need to drink some water. Alright, thank you very much, and I'll catch you in a bit. Bye-bye.